Our story begins with Yoon. She's still in high school, quiet, stiff, and so withdrawn that it feels like a light breeze could carry her away. From the moment you see her, you know she's the type who blends into the background, hoping no one notices her too closely. And naturally, the thing she fears most is standing up in front of her classmates and speaking out loud. Then there's Young Wong, same age, completely different world. He works as a model and honestly, just look at him. Tall, confident, impossible to miss. One day, Yoon is wandering the streets when she stops in front of a shop window. Inside hangs a beautiful dress, elegant, stylish, and far more revealing than anything she would ever dare to wear. She leans in and whispers to herself, who even wears something like this? Just then, a stunning girl walks past her. Yoon freezes. She watches her in disbelief and murmurs, "What do people even eat to look that beautiful? Botox? Is that the secret?" Without realizing it, Yoon's feet keep moving forward until she stumbles upon a group of people sketching on the street. At the center stands a strange girl with bright blue hair, confidently posing for the artists, and then Yoon sees him, a boy among them wearing glasses, calm, unbelievably handsome. She doesn't even realize she's staring until he suddenly turns around, sensing eyes burning into his back. Yoon panics. She spins around and runs, but the boy stands up quickly. "Wait, miss, we're an art club. Would you like to join us?" Yoon barely hears him. All she can see is his face, those eyes. That sharp nose. Her heart races. Is he flirting with me? Is this it? Am I finally leaving single life behind and stepping into love through the front door? She reaches for her glasses, preparing to act shy, but before she can get a closer look, the blue-haired girl suddenly steps in front of her. "Just 3 minutes, please," she begs. "Let me draw you. I swear on your mother's life." Caught off guard, Yoon hesitates, then sighs. "Fine, just for the sake of that handsome moon." She stands still while they draw her. When they finish, they hand her the sketches, showering her with compliments, telling her she's cute, that her eyes are beautiful. And then the boy with glasses smiles and says, "My number is on the drawing. If you want to join our drawing lovers club, call me." Later, her friends force her to message him because, as they say, a guy like that doesn't come twice. He replies immediately. She's officially invited to the Spirit Fingers Club, located next to Zainab's Fingers sweet shop. If she accepts, he'll tell her the details for the next meeting. For the first time in a long while, Yoon feels like the world is smiling at her. She skips class. She puts on makeup. She tries awkwardly to pamper herself like the pretty girls do. But before she can even arrive, a group of mean girls corner her. They laugh, smear colors across her face, ruin her makeup and walk away. Yoon stands frozen, holding back tears with everything she has. She pulls out tissues to clean her face. Suddenly, someone grabs her shoulder. It's a boy. "Give them to me," he says. Startled, she snaps, "Who are you? Give you what, you idiot?" Then she notices his school uniform, a famous high school. She panics. "Please, have mercy. That's all the money I have." The boy grabs the tissues and runs. Turns out, he just needed the bathroom. Yoon stares after him in disbelief. She washes her face and exhales. "Forget makeup. Forget all this nonsense. My face is fine." And she goes to the club meeting. The moment she enters, everyone greets her warmly, hugging her like she belongs. They introduce themselves one by one. The blue-haired girl now has green hair. She calls herself Green. The handsome boy with glasses is blue. There's Bambi, black, and beige. Yoon blinks. What kind of group did I fall into? Green explains that she and Blue started the club together and kept adding members. Then the last member arrives late. Of course, it's him. They decide to call Yoon Light Blue. She nearly dies of embarrassment. Especially when the boy pretends not to recognize her, since earlier her face had been covered in smeared colors and lipstick. Until Black suddenly says, "Stand next to Young Wong and pose like a couple. We'll draw you." Yoon's heart drops. Here come the disasters. She steps beside him. He leans closer and whispers, "You know me, right?" Her mind explodes. "No." She jerks her head up in panic, accidentally smashing straight into his nose. He goes flying. Yoon runs. The others hold him back. "Calm down. She's just a poor, shy girl." Meanwhile, Yoon spirals. "He recognized me. He'll embarrass me. He'll tell them how ridiculous I looked." She collapses on her bedroom floor that night. What a loss. The club was so nice. It felt like a cartoon. Why does everything good in my life end so fast? Then she checks her phone. The group chat shows Young Wong officially joining as a model for the club. Soon after, he messages her. "Take this, you girl who ran away and kicked me. I swear I'll show you. From now on, I'm calling you Tissue Girl. And I won't leave you alone." Yoon, being Yoon, ignores the anger. Instead, she thinks, why does he write like this? No punctuation at all. This boy definitely failed middle school. She doesn't reply. Young Woong spends the entire night staring at his phone, sending over 60 messages. When Yoon tells her friends, they shrug. Turn off your phone. Focus on surviving our awful school. Later, she goes to the club meeting only to run into Blue. Good morning, he says gently. We sent a message. The meeting was cancelled. I didn't see it. It's okay. Have you eaten? Come with me. You'll love this place. Who would refuse a handsome moon? They eat together. He talks about art. Asks if she wants him to go with her on Wednesday to buy supplies. She blushes. That won't bother you, right? Inside, she's screaming. Is this a date? Meanwhile, Young Woong didn't read the cancellation message. He walks in, sees Yoon sitting with Blue, and storms over. Did you fall here, or did the wind throw you in? Are you ignoring my messages? No one has ever dared to do that. Yoon sighs. Is it really that important, you silly boy? He freezes. I look like an idiot. That night, Yoon messages him. Let's forget the past and start a new page. Young Won loses his mind, jumping, laughing, shouting. A few days later, he invites her out. At a cafe, the mean girls walk in. Yoon panics. Let's leave. He takes her hand. No, sit. We're not going anywhere. He looks at her seriously. I told you, don't fear anyone. Seeing her still scared, he pulls her up and drags her to the bathroom. The girls sneer. What? Want a beating? Yoon snaps. Yes, I'm staring. Is this the life you're proud of? She shoves them and runs. The girls chase them. They run together, laughing, breathless. Yoon tells him it's the first day she's ever felt good. Then remember this, he says. Anyone who bothers you, hit them on the head. At the next club meeting, everyone wears evil witch outfits. Young Wang doesn't care about anything except watching Yoon draw, laughing, relaxed, glowing. Something shifts. She suddenly looks beautiful to him. Afterward, he walks behind her. Are you attracted to Blue? Yoon lowers her head shyly. He stiffens. Oh. He turns and walks away. While Yoon stood there confused, Young Wong walked away with a face she couldn't read. And honestly, she didn't understand herself either. She hadn't even said she liked Blue. So why couldn't she just say that clearly? Why did her throat tighten every time it mattered? The next day at school, she told her friends everything. They immediately leaned in. So, one of them asked, did he look upset? Or happy? Or like he was mocking you? Yoon thought for a moment. I don't know, she said honestly. He didn't yell, but he looked irritated. That was enough. Of course he's upset, one friend said confidently. Isn't he Green's brother from the club? I heard Blue and Green go to the same university and they like each other. Yoon frowned. I don't know about that, they just seem close. Her friend sighed. You're too naive. He probably thinks you're going to mess up his sister's love life. That's why he's annoyed. Another friend smirked. Or maybe he's upset because you like him. I smell something like that. Yoon waved them off. Stop it. You're all imagining things. Still, the doubt lingered. So she decided to clear things up properly. She called Young Wong and asked to meet. When they stood face to face, she gathered her courage. You looked annoyed yesterday, she said carefully. So I wanted to tell you, I'm not into Blue at all. He stared at her, then scoffed. Why would I be annoyed? He snapped. Go burn if you want. I walked away because your stomach probably hurt. That's it. He turned away, irritated. And now you drag me all the way here just to tell me you're not into anyone? Fine, I'm leaving. I'm not coming to the club this time either. I have work. Goodbye. He walked off. That night, Young Won lay on his bed, staring at his phone. When her name lit up the screen, his heart jumped. Secretly thrilled, he answered with a deliberately annoyed voice. What do you want? On the other end, Yoon spoke softly. The club asked me to choose the concept for this month's meeting. And just like that, his anger melted. She told him the club had asked her to choose the concept for this month's meeting. The style everyone would wear, and what they would draw. And she was scared she'd pick something they secretly hated. And that they'd smile and pretend they loved it. So he looked at her and said, why would they pretend for you? Are you part of their family or something? Pull yourself together. Trust yourself. Prepare something good. What is this, a club of ministers? And even though he'd already decided not to go because of work. The moment he finished, he ran straight to the club. That's when he saw her, dressed like a bad girl, hair styled perfectly, not stiff, not shy, glowing, and he swallowed hard, suddenly tense. She smiled and said, you came? Didn't you say you had work? But before he could even form a sentence, someone saved him. Blue walked in. You look really nice in that outfit. Before she could reply, our boy rushed over, grabbed her shoulders, and said, come inside. The others are waiting for us. Jealous, blunt, obvious. Later, when the club reached the part where two people had to stand like a couple to be drawn, Blue and our girl stepped forward together. But our boy pulled her hand and stood beside her instead. That's when she dragged him aside. "Listen," she said quietly. "I know you don't want me to like him because of your sister. You think I'll ruin something for her. I'm not stupid. I won't stand between them. But I still have the right to choose who I like. So stay in your lane and leave me alone." He stood there, frozen, like a scolded student who forgot how to speak. The next day, they walked side by side in silence, both too embarrassed to say anything. Finally, she spoke. "I shouldn't have gotten mad at you. It wasn't your fault. I'm the one who throws myself into feelings just because they feel nice, and then everything flips on my head. Sometimes I feel like no one will ever return my feelings, like I'm an old torn coin with a hole in it." He looked at her and said softly, "But you're beautiful." She turned, about to ask, "What did you just say?" Then she saw her mother. "No, Mom, I need to hide." She panicked. "She'll yell at me if she finds out I didn't go straight home." So they hid together behind a tree, even though he didn't even know why he was hiding. When her mother walked away, she stepped out, but he grabbed her hand. "I finally understand why I was upset," he said. "Because I want you to like me, not that blue guy." She froze. This wasn't the confession she expected. Then he added, "You have to like me." She yanked her hand away. "Get lost," she snapped. "The thing I hate most is someone acting like this." And she ran. His pride shattered into 6,000 pieces. The guy who rejects girls left and right. The guy everyone falls for. The day he finally confesses even a little. She tells him, "The worst thing on my heart is that you like me." Drama at maximum level. He went home screaming, nearly threw himself off the roof. If his friends hadn't stopped him, he ended up sick in bed, staring blankly at the ceiling. His friends didn't comfort him. They roasted him. "What were you expecting? For her to hug you? A normal guy confesses and waits. But you walked up full of arrogance and said, 'Like me.' Love doesn't work like that, you delusional idiot. Go fix what you ruined instead of crying like an old lady." So he jumped out of bed, threw on his uniform, put on sunglasses, and marched straight into her school. In the middle of campus, he shouted, "Yoon." She walked like she hoped the ground would open and swallow her. "I came to apologize," he said. "I was confessing yesterday. I'm just stupid. I want to ask you if we can." She thought, he's asking me out, right? Instead, he said, "Let's get married." She kicked him in the face, again, and he went home depressed exactly the same way he came. Her friend wouldn't let it go. "What's wrong with giving him a chance? Maybe your luck will finally work. He's a handsome moon, you know." So she texted him to meet at a cafe. He ran there. She asked, "Is your face okay after that punch?" He acted tough. "Yeah, your hand is like a man's hand. Why is it so strong?" "I get like that when I'm angry," she replied. "I'm serious," he said. "I like you." Imagine a guy tells a girl he wants to marry her. What would you do? She sighed. "I understand. You just got nervous." He leaned forward. "Then let's start again. From the beginning. I like you. I want us to be together. Will you believe me now? Or will you say you hate this conversation again?" She grabbed her bag and ran. He chased her. "Okay, you're not ready. I get it. But then why did you call me?" She stopped. "I wanted to ask why you said I was beautiful." He blinked. "What kind of question is that?" "Because you are beautiful." "Stop joking. Why do you always say I'm joking?" "I can't decide yet," she said. "We barely know each other. Let's be friends first." "Friends?" he groaned. "My heart. Fine. Just don't keep me there too long." The next day after art club, he walked beside her while she carried the costume bag. "We're friends, right?" he said, circling her. She wasn't listening. She pulled out a coat. "No, I didn't return it." He froze. "That's Blue's coat? You still have it?" He snatched it and put it on. "Honestly," he asked, "don't I look better in it than him?" "No, you idiot," she snapped. "It looks better on him. Take it off. I'll return it myself." "No, I will. I'm not letting you go see him." She shoved him. His head hit her hand. The coat ripped. "Great," she yelled. "What am I supposed to do now? So the coat is more important than my head?" "Yes, you donkey." Later, he showed his friends Blue's picture. "Who's better looking, me or him?" They stayed silent. He smacked them both. "Obviously me." The next day, she saw him approaching her school with his friends. He wrapped an arm around her. "Say hi to your sister-in-law. I mean, my friend. My beloved friend." She pulled him aside. "What's wrong with you? Why are you here all the time?" He handed her a bag. Inside was the exact same coat. "Thank you," she said. "No," he replied. "I'm delivering it to Professor Blue myself." "You came just for that?" "No, you owe me lunch." That night, she got a selfie from him, making a heart. But it wasn't private. It was sent to the club group chat. His sister replied, "What is this cringe? My brother looks possessed." The group panicked. Are they dating? She called him immediately. What did you send? I sent it for you, he said calmly, in case you want it as your profile picture. Delete it. No, let them misunderstand. Then Blue texted her. Looks like you two got close. She panicked, typed no, then sent. Yeah, we're kind of close. She threw her phone and buried her face in the bed. I'm stupid. I don't even know what I want. And the drama was far from over. And right after that, Blue texts her saying, looks like you two got close. And she jumps in panic and was about to tell him no. But the typing bubble disappeared. So she sent, yeah, we're kind of close. Then she turns off her phone, slams her face into the bed and says, I'm stupid. I'm so dumb. I don't even know what I want. And the next day, when our boy learns from his sister that they'll all meet in the library with Blue, he jumps into his clothes and runs like a rocket because he refuses to leave her alone with him. And whenever our girl sees Blue and his sister together, she feels like she doesn't belong next to someone like him. They look perfect together, but his sister keeps pretending she's clueless and refuses to date Blue because she doesn't want to lose a friend. And the next day, while our girl is studying, our boy calls her and she says, good morning, what's up? And he says, let's go out and watch a movie. And she says, a movie? I have exams. So he says, there's a celebration for the school anniversary. I'll pick you up after the exam. And at that moment, our boy was reading the lines his friend wrote for him because he was too nervous to talk normally. And then he suddenly said, I'll hang up. And she asked, what are you talking about? And he said louder, hang up the phone. And his friend yelled, I wrote that so you would hang up, not tell her to hang up, you idiot. And our boy said, you think I'm dumb? I'll hang up when I want. And his friend said, no, I thought you were dumb out of politeness. You're actually dumb. And when she finally finishes her exam, she gets excited because he's supposed to pick her up. But our boy, being an idiot, overslept. And when he woke up, he jumped and ran as fast as he could. But some mean girl stopped our girl again until another girl showed up pretending to be her friend just to spy on her because she also liked our boy. She dragged her to a cafe, pretending they were close friends, and when our girl finally left, she saw him, standing there in the rain, soaked, quiet. Like a drowned chick who had been waiting too long. When he noticed her, shame crossed his face, but she ran straight to him. What's wrong? Are you sick? Why are you standing in the rain? She saw tears in his eyes. Why are you crying? She asked. What happened? He swallowed hard. I'm stupid, he said. I stayed awake for 3 days straight because I was excited. We were finally going to meet. Finally going out together. Then I fell asleep. And my friend set the alarm for 8 p.m. instead of 8 a.m. He sighed. Free public education ruined me. She stared at him, then smiled softly. It's okay, she said. You exhausted yourself for me. He looked up. Are you mad? A little, she admitted. But seeing you like a soaked chick, it went away. You never break your promises, she added. So I knew something must have happened. She led him to a small garden nearby and made him sit. You wore yourself out, she said gently. Why do you even like me? And don't say things like, you're beautiful. That doesn't count. He looked at her seriously. I like you. And suddenly, these feelings just appeared. They must have a reason. He paused. But you still think of us as just friends. I don't know, she said quietly. He leaned closer. Then give me a kiss, he said. Maybe that'll help you decide. She jumped back instantly. No, that's enough. She turned away, panicked. I'm leaving. We're not friends. Don't talk to me. Don't come near me. And she ran. At home, she splashed water on her face, breathing hard. I will not give my first kiss away like that. Then a thought hit her. But what if Blue asked? Would I do it? I don't know, she whispered. I'm losing my mind. Meanwhile, he wandered the streets, wailing dramatically. Disaster. I struggled so hard just to become her friend, and now I've dropped below zero. When he told his friend, the verdict was brutal. You're reckless. You're dumb. But now you need a new plan. You threw yourself at her too hard. Now you act cold. The next day at art club, he did exactly that. Or tried to. He ignored her, in the dumbest way possible. He stared straight into her eyes, and said nothing. Every time she talked to Blue, jealousy burned him alive. When she finally tried to speak to him, his sister interrupted. So he left, and she felt it. The distance. The hurt. The club members noticed, so they sent the two of them together to buy snacks. She waited outside the store. That's when she heard it. I know that handsome boy, one girl whispered. He's a model. Who's that girl with him? His girlfriend? No, she's too ugly. Maybe his sister. Our girl snapped. She marched over. Lower your voices, you chameleons, she said. I can hear you, ugly. That boy inside is running after me, begging me to date him. So shut your mouths or I'll shut them for you. One girl tried to push her. That's when he appeared. Who do you think you are? He said coldly. Touching my girlfriend? She lifted her chin. Didn't you say you love me? I adore you. Weren't you chasing after me? Of course. The girls froze. We're sorry. We didn't mean it. They ran. When they were gone, she turned to him. See, she said bitterly. Your looks, your height. That's why people ask how someone like you could look at someone like me. This is why we can't be together at all. Days passed. Guilt settled in. She felt she'd gone too far. The yelling, the punches, the hurt. So she called him. They sat together in the garden, sketching an elderly woman holding flowers. That moment gave her courage. She told her mother she wanted to join the art club. Her mother refused. Only grades mattered. The scolding turned cruel, then violent. A slap, harsh words. She locked herself in her room and decided to leave before dawn. Outside her house, she found him, sleeping on the ground. He jumped up when he saw her. What happened to your face? Who did this to you? I swear I'll break all his teeth. She laughed through tears. My mom, she said. She's a stone. Nothing reaches her. He pulled her close and kissed the eye that had been hit. They froze. Reality rushed back. She stared at him, stunned. I'm sorry, he rushed out. I got thirsty and thought I'd drink your tears. Forgive me. I couldn't go kick your mom. Please, never say that again. Let's break up. Just stop. She covered her face. Stop talking, she said. You're not upset, he asked. No. So, you liked the kiss? That's not what I meant, you crazy thing. Go. I'm too embarrassed to look at you. He ran before she exploded. Later, he called her to meet. She arrived and found an entire restaurant booked. What is this? She demanded. Shouldn't we celebrate our first kiss? Shut up. Mention it again and I'll show you my red eye. I'll take responsibility, he said proudly. I'm a real man. Shut up. She ran out. That evening, he sat calmly at home, sipping tea, watching the sunset. His friends stared. What's wrong with you? This sunset, he sighed. It's beautiful. Since when are you poetic? I don't know, he said. Ever since I became a responsible adult. You hatched yesterday, his friends scoffed. When did you grow up? No, he said casually. Just with Yoon today. Then he froze. Never mind. It's a secret. But know this. I became a man because we did it together. Did what? His friends screamed. The next day at art club, the tension was thick. Whispers spread. Those two did something, Auntie Black murmured. They kissed, Auntie Bambi said knowingly. I remember feeling dizzy like that once. She walked out. He followed. Stop circling me, she hissed. You're making it feel like we committed a crime. He leaned in. I didn't tell anyone. Shut up, she panicked. Don't say anything. Don't talk. Don't breathe. Later, in the garden, he stopped her. I want to say something real, she warned. Or something stupid? Real. He met her eyes. You don't feel anything for me, right? You don't like me. I'm sorry if I bother you. This is my first time liking a girl. I don't know what I'm doing. She froze. I'm your first? I swear. You never dated anyone? Why would I lie? She sighed. Fine, I believe you. The next day, a girl called her a snake in disguise. She acted lonely, friendly. She showed photos. Then one photo froze her heart. Him. That's Yoon, she whispered. He's my ex, the girl said calmly. We had a misunderstanding. Please bring me to the next club meeting. Her confidence shattered. She stopped replying to him. Instead, she asked in the group chat if she could bring a friend. At the ghost-themed meeting, he cornered her. What happened? We were perfect. Before she could answer, the snake appeared. What is she doing here? He snapped. She's my guest, our girl said. He pulled her into a room. She's a snake, he said. She chases me. I know, she replied. She said she's your ex. He stared at her. You know, and you don't care? Why should I? Why should you? He echoed. And he walked away. Back in the room, during the couple sketch session, the snake sat on his lap, and because he was hurt, he let her. Our girl snapped her pencil in half against the paper. She couldn't draw anymore. She didn't want to draw anything. She went to wash her face and found him there, standing in her way, waiting, determined. He didn't look away this time, so, he said quietly, you saw us together, and you still don't feel anything? You don't feel the fire burning inside me when I see you laughing with Blue? She met his gaze, cold. And why should I feel anything? Who even are you? Are we dating? Stay away from me. He didn't answer. He turned around and walked straight to the snake. You're behind this, he said. You sent your little dogs to bully you. You used her to get into the club. The snake smiled. Yes, she admitted. You're the reason. You should have ignored every girl like you ignore me. I would have given up eventually. But you didn't. You chose some useless girl to get attached to. His jaw tightened. I'll rip that tongue out, he said. You know why I hate girls like you? Because you only know how to use people's feelings. And if you think I'll ever beg you for love, you're delusional. I hate you more than. Fine, she cut in. I'll go apologize to her myself. No, he snapped. I don't want you apologizing. She's kind. She'll forgive you. And don't apologize to me either. I want you gone from my sight forever. He stepped closer. From now on, my entire life stays under Yoon's feet. I'll protect her, take care of her, and keep trash like you away from her. The snake did go to Yoon, and she confessed everything. That she lied, that she sent those girls, that she approached her on purpose. Yoon listened quietly. Then she said calmly, I'm not that nice, by the way. When you asked me earlier whether I loved him or not, you helped me understand my feelings, so thank you, because now I'll be brave, and I'll stay by his side. And I mean it. I hope you find someone who truly loves you, someone even better than him. Then she walked away, straight to him. The moment he saw her, he opened his mouth to explain, but she ran, and hugged him, tightly. I think, she whispered, shaking, I think I love you. He froze. What did you say? I love you, she said quickly. I think I love you. Forget it. Pretend I didn't say anything. He didn't. He grabbed her from behind, holding her like she might disappear. I love you, he said breathlessly. So much. So much. That night, he didn't sleep. He screamed into his pillow. I can't believe it. She said she loves me. The world turned pink. Flowers blooming everywhere. Am I dreaming? Pinch me. Hit me. His friend laughed until he cried. I'll throw you off the balcony if that helps. It's not enough, he said. We're officially together now. After all this, I finally got rewarded. His friend just stared. Lord, have mercy, he muttered. Love turns people into idiots. The next day, Yoon walked out of school looking for him. He wasn't there. Should I call him? She thought. What would I even say? Why didn't you wait for me? That sounded clingy. As she argued with herself, she heard his voice. Peace from the merciful Lord. The moon is talking to herself again. Revising lessons in your head, nerd? She crossed her arms. I was revising you, idiot. Why didn't you call? No message? Where were you? He teased. Were you waiting for me? Because someone told me not to wait at the school gate. She panicked. What? I never said that. I don't care about you. I just wondered why you disappeared. He laughed. The lie was leaking from her eyes. They walked home together. She asked him what he dreamed of. I want to be a reliable man, he said seriously. She laughed. I meant what job? He shrugged. It's too early. My sister's in university and she doesn't even think about the future. She told him about fine arts. I only dream of getting into university, she said. That's it. I envy you. You don't overthink. If overthinking solved problems, I'd have solved everything already. The next day, she waited outside her tutoring center, looking left, looking right, used to him being there. Just when she lost hope, she saw something tall running toward her, waving. She laughed and waved back. I'm sorry, he said, breathless. I had work. The photographer kept saying stay. You didn't argue and leave, right? She asked. No, he smiled. You told me to be patient. Then why did you come? You didn't have to. Excuse me, he said. Never. You're more important than any job. Her cheeks burned. I'm more important than your job? You're more important than anything. He took her to the garden. Now I get why people get married, he said. So they never leave each other. She smiled softly. You said I'm more important than your job. But I can't say the same. Not because you're not important, but because we both need a future. I need university. And you could grow in modeling. I don't think about the future, he said. Modeling is just food. That's all. He hugged her tightly. Let me give you some of my energy, so you stop stressing. The next day, his photographer dragged him to a shoot. A big photographer is coming, he said proudly. The kind who turns runway models into stars. I want you to shine. He didn't care. Man, he yawned. You woke me up. I'm not impressing anyone. I came because you said triple pay. And if you keep talking, make it triple plus food. When the big photographer arrived, he smiled. Why the grumpy face? Where's that nice smile? It was here, our boy replied. Now it's gone. Say that again, kid? If you want a smile, he said, tell me a good joke. If it's not lame, I'll laugh. The local photographer nearly fainted. That night, on the rooftop, he told his friends, guys, I'm in trouble. I want to kiss her. Kissing is an art, his friends said. Like football. Takes experience, time, money. He dropped to his knees. Teach me, boss. I don't want to traumatize her. First rule, don't attack. Second, go slow. Ask first. She'll punch me, he said. Who would believe? Another friend laughed. The pretty boy needs lessons? The next day at art club, he found her alone. He tried the wall advice. She shoved him so hard he flew back. then ran to him. "Are you okay? Who scares someone like that?" "I was going to explain kissing," he said weakly. "Shut up. One day you'll let me kiss you, right?" he teased. "Or should I become your brother?" She covered her ears. "Stop." He smiled softly. "I knew you wouldn't let me. But I want us to learn each other. You don't know everything about me, and I don't know everything about you. I want us to learn, together." The very next day, Yoon dressed up nicely and went all the way to his shooting location. To surprise him, a cute model girl walked out of the studio, smiling brightly. "Oh my god," our girl whispered. "She's so beautiful." She caught her own reflection in the glass, and for once, she didn't look away. "I'm beautiful too," she told herself. "I'm pretty. My hair looks nice. My dress looks nice." "Stop thinking stupid things," she said firmly. "Let's go." That's when he spotted her. "Oh," he said, panicking. "You came today? Didn't we agree we'd come later?" "Listen, wait in the cafe outside." "Go now. I'll take you later." Her eyes narrowed. "What's wrong with you? Do you have some girl inside or what?" "I wish," he sighed. "Sister." His friends burst out laughing. "No," one of them said. "Today's a photo shoot. The male models are shirtless." Right on cue, a group of tall, muscular guys walked out. His face drained of color. "Oh no, no, don't look. Turn around." He covered her eyes as she started hiccuping in shock. He laughed, but she refused to leave. She stayed until the shirtless shoot ended. They posed with dumbbells beside him. And every time she watched him standing there confident, glowing, admired, the distance between them felt bigger. He was born handsome, loved by everyone, given everything, and she felt small again, unworthy, exhausted. The next day, he walked with his friends, staring at her chat. "What's wrong?" they asked. "Did she block you?" "No," he said. "She replies normally. But something's off. It feels cold." One friend frowned. "Yoon's friend texted me. She's asking what happened last night. Looks like your girl's upset." "Maybe she saw those hot shirtless guys and dumped you." "No way," he said firmly. "She's shy, like a little kitten." That night, instead of hanging out, he went toward her house. "I'm worried," he told his friend. "What if some guy bothers her?" "You said you trust her," the friend replied. "I do," he said. "I don't trust men. She's gorgeous." Suddenly, he stopped. He saw her walking with a boy. He hung up and ran. "Yoon, get away from her." "Who are you?" She turned, shocked. "Wait, let me explain." "What?" he snapped. "Are you okay? Did that animal upset you?" "Don't worry, I'm here." Then he pointed at the boy. "Listen, man, she's like the moon, but stop circling her. She chose me." "Stop," she screamed. "He's my brother, you idiot." He froze, stepped back, bowed deeply. "I'm so sorry, sir." She dragged him away while he kept apologizing. "What did you do?" she whispered. "We were just talking." "Am I that embarrassing?" he asked softly. "No," she sighed. "Just tell me before you show up next time." "You upset I came?" he asked. "No, stop twisting my words." They sat down. "I was scared," he admitted. "I felt something was wrong." And he says, "You left after the photo shoot before I could make you happy and tell you someone from the entertainment agency discovered me. They want to train me to become an actor. I haven't agreed yet, I'm thinking." But he doesn't notice her face turning pale and full of fear as she says, trembling, "But you told me you never thought about that." And he says, "You're right. But I kept thinking I want to be someone worthy of you. I want to stand beside you without being a failure. They're a good agency. Someone close to me knows them." But suddenly she panics and leaves quickly. When she goes home, she hates herself for not congratulating him or saying anything nice. She keeps repeating, "Curse you, you were awful." But deep inside, she fears she'll become an obstacle, that he'll become a famous star surrounded by beautiful girls and she'll be a stone in his path. The next day at school, she tells her friends she's thinking of breaking up. And her friend says, "A relationship is between two people, and you want to make this decision alone? That's the worst thing ever." Our girl goes silent, unable to speak. At night, she receives a message about the art club's next theme, so she prepares and goes, hiding her feelings. But our boy takes her outside and says, "You didn't even look at me today. What's wrong?" And she says, "Sorry, I'm thinking about many things." And then he says, "I only think about you. But it seems you think about everything except me." "Yes, what's wrong?" And she says, "Honestly, sometimes you annoy me. You get so many chances on a golden platter and you reject them. But some people would die for opportunities like these." And he says, "You're just saying things. Something is really bothering you. What is it?" "I always feel like I'm the only one who loves you, wants you, misses you, but you don't feel any of that." And he leaves because he's exhausted from her selfish behavior. A few days later, he learns from her friend that her mother found her drawings, tore them, punished her, took her phone and locked her inside. He becomes desperate, heartbroken, wanting to know anything about her, wanting to make sure she's okay. His friend says, "Bro, you're torturing yourself. You said you saw her from afar outside her house. Maybe her little brother will help you talk to her. What's wrong?" And our boy says, "Sadly, last time we spoke, she told me I don't have to know everything about her life. So I'll stay here waiting for her to come to me and tell me herself." The next day, a fire breaks out in her house because her younger brother exploded from the pressure by it. Their parents only care about studying, even at the cost of their health. No sleep, non-stop schoolwork. He refuses to go to the exam. A huge fight breaks out and her older brother joins to defend them. After things calm, the little brother runs away and their father searches everywhere until he finds him injured from falling in the playground equipment. They rush to the hospital and our girl finds him hiding, walking away. So she suddenly gains courage from nowhere, grabs our boy by the hand, stands in front of her parents and says, "The one who saved my brother wasn't a classmate or stranger. It was my boyfriend." Our boy whispers, "Great. Since we're at the hospital, if they beat me up, you'll save me, right?" And she says, "Shut up and greet them." And her shocked parents say, "Boyfriend, you," and chase her. So she grabs our boy and runs. And he feels like he's meeting a new version of Yoon, brave, bold, loving. And he feels like he's floating, not running from her father who might hang him at the hospital door. They sit at the cafe where the art club meets and she says, "I'm sorry." And he says, "Me too." And she says, "You didn't do anything wrong." And he says, "I felt like I did many things that upset you." And she says, "No, I was the annoying coward scared of everything." And he says, "You're kind and your heart is beautiful. I know I was over the top, but it's my first time loving someone this much. So my actions probably stressed you out, but it's okay now. Like the most important thing is you're the first person to me in everything." And she stands up, pulls him up and says, "I love you, by the way, a lot." And she leans in to kiss him, and the boy cannot believe it. Honestly, neither can I. But from that night onward, she becomes strong, stands up to her mother, and he starts working seriously, focusing on himself to get accepted by the entertainment agency. No longer a careless boy. Her parents also soften up after realizing they could lose their children because of their harshness. The art club continues, all of them crazy, from the oldest to the youngest. But the best thing about this strange club is that it changed her life. From a shy girl who never talked to anyone or looked past her glasses, she learned to meet new people, face situations, overcome fear, build confidence, and find the courage inside herself. And with that, this drama comes to the end.